In this lesson, we're going to be looking at the distance formula and how circles work with the Pythagorean theorem. Our objectives: understand the distance formula, understand the equation of a circle. Our vocabulary: Pythagorean theorem, distance formula, equation of circle. We'll start first with the distance formula. Remember, Pythagorean's theorem is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Well, if we have a line on a coordinate, or a segment on a coordinate plane, we'll have ordered pairs. So here I have A being 1534 and B being 4270. Well, this would be our C value, otherwise known as AB. So replacing C. What we're going to do is we're going to look at this length here as our A value. So we want to figure out how to find this value. Well, it's going left to right, meaning it's probably dealing with the x's. Well, how far is it from 15 to 42? The way we do this is we go 42 minus 15. So if we call this x1 and this x2, this would be y1 and y2. We would just be subtracting the x's. So we're going to take x2 minus x1. Then we're going to square it. By squaring it, we get rid of any negatives. So even if we go x1 minus x2, when we square it, it'll be positive. So it really won't matter if we get negatives there. Here's our b value. Well, b value is going up and down, so that one is most likely focusing on 34 and 70 here. What's the distance between them? Well, it's going to be 70 minus 34, otherwise known as y2 minus y1, which is our b value. So a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where x2 minus x1 is our a, y2 minus y1 is our b, and ab is considered our c. So this is one way to do the distance formula. But in the end, we want to know how long AB is. So we don't want to know AB squared. We want to know the square root of AB. So what we really have is x squared minus, or x1, or x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. And so this right here is our distance formula. There are other ways to use Pythagorean's theorem. We could just go with A and B and then work from there. But this is just putting the coordinates in. It's sometimes a little bit quicker for some people. So we've created the distance formula. Now let's look at the equation of a circle. So if we want to graph a circle on a coordinate plane, we need to know two main things: the center, which we're going to call h and k, and the radius of the circle, so that we know how far the edges are from that center. Okay, so what we want to do is figure out how this works for us. Well, this triangle here, or we can make a triangle using the center and one of the endpoints. We can make a right triangle. So this distance here is going to be x, whatever x this is up here, minus our h value, and this distance up here is going to be y minus the k value. And we're squaring each of these because this would be our a squared, this would be our b squared, And our c squared, if you look here, would be our radius. So there we have radius squared. This right here is the equation of any circle. If we know the center and the radius, we can make a circle, and in class I will show you how this kind of looks in a graphing calculator so that we can actually go about doing this. But this is the idea. If you notice, it's all based off of Pythagorean's theorem because of what we can do with the radius. Alright, if there's any part of this lesson that you missed or you need to rewatch, make sure you pause, rewind, and rewatch it, and bring any questions to class. Thank you.